Disney A320 for the last confirm
'Hello there, channel members, friends, and followers from around the world. This is Q8 Pilot, your host for tonight's show. And today, ladies and gentlemen, we are going to be flying this Hong Kong Express Airlines service from Taiwan International to Hong Kong International. Our flight today is approximately 1 hour and 10 minutes. And I want to welcome all of you guys to the stream. Boeing Corp Mike from Logan, New Jersey. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here with us this evening. Night at night, welcome aboard. And my very dear friend, Rand Cooley. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. And we have also Chad. Chad, welcome aboard. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. And thank you for your continued support. We have the ground services currently boarding our passengers and crew. The captain and cabin crew are aboard the aircraft, and the passengers will be arriving to the aircraft shortly. As you can see here, the all the cargo and the luggage is being loaded to the aircraft. We're flying today in real time, real weather, real everything. So we're going to come to the cockpit. We're going to turn on the external power. Battery 1, battery 2 are both on. Cruise supply is on. Ground control is on. And now we're going to go to the ADIRS and set the ADIRS to nav mode. Excellent. And we're going to arm the emergency lights and turn on the nav lights and turn on our fuel pumps. Excellent. We're going to, brighten up the overhead panel a little bit here for this dark flight. I love the glow of the lights in Microsoft Flight Simulator. I think it's done quite well. All right. All right, so the passengers are boarding now, and while the passengers board the aircraft, we're going to set up the aircraft for our flight. Morgus, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Plasmic X, welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you here, and stay tuned, guys, for some announcements today here on the channel. And let's go to the Phoenix. All right, there we go. And we can now import our SimBrief flight plan. All right, SimBrief plan. As you can see, we are departing Taiwan International, Romeo Charlie Kilo Hotel, and we're arriving into Hong Kong International Victor Hotel. We've got about 29 minutes to set up everything and depart. So let's go ahead and go to the ground services. And we have the GPU, the chocks and cones are connected. We'll leave those alone. Mass and balance. And we're going to go ahead and say load aircraft. And we're going to choose instant. And boarding is complete. All right. Excellent. And now we can come down here to the MCDU. Let's bring up some lights to the cockpit here. There, that's maybe a little better here with some lights and the panel lights as well. Brilliant. Okay. I think this looks a lot better. Here we're going to increase the... I think that looks much better. Where's the other one? Should be somewhere here. There we go. All right, that's much better. And I know we have the map. There we go. And the same thing here. All right. I think that's much better. We have the cockpit here with all the required lights so we can see things properly. Excellent. All right, now we can go to the FMC or the MCDU, and we're going to go to the ATSU. We're going to go to the AOC menu. We're going to go to flight initialization, and we're going to initialize the flight. And this should grab the data from SimBrief. Omar Wali, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. Chief Sim Pilot, welcome aboard. And we have Chris Patton. Hello, Chris. Greetings to you, my friend. Oh, from Houston, Texas. Hello, Chris. How are you? I'll be in Houston, Texas in June. I hope we'll see you at Flight Sim Expo. And we have, ladies and gentlemen, Anthony Seaworth. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard, and thank you for your support. Appreciate it. All right, let's go ahead and grab our flight plan and get things ready. Excellent. So we can grab the rest of the information from the electronic flight bag. Let's cancel everything here. Excellent. We're going to grab our flight number. So we're going to go back to my flight. And our flight number today, let's see here. Flight number is AUO131. AUO13. Was it 131? It is indeed 131. Okay. 131. Flight number. The cost index for the flight today is if we go to our flight plan. There we go. Let's import the SimBrief flight plan. Excuse me. 15 is the cost index. And the cruise altitude today is 32,000 feet. 320. And iris init. Confirm align and confirm alignment. Excellent. Now we're going to go to the flight plan, and since we're here, we're just going to simply look at the flight plan here. Departing runway 27 through the Paris 1 Bravo. Okay, runway 27. Departure 27 Paris 1 Bravo. That's the one there, the Paris 1 Bravo. Select and insert. And then we're going to go to our destination, select the arrival at our destination, and that is going to be through the Abbey 3 Alpha, runway 07 right. Okay, ILS 07 right through the Abbey 3 Alpha. Yep, Abbey 3 Alpha. That's the one there. Excellent, and insert. And now we have our flight plan mapped into the MCDU, and it looks like there are no discontinuities. There we go, yeah, straight through to runway 07 right. Excellent. All right, let's go to performance, and we can go back now to our performance data. I think we're going to need the CFG. All right, let's sync the load sheet, and we're going to sync the live weather. But I think we haven't put in the weight information, so let's come back here, and we're going to go to the zero fuel. Let's go and grab this information real quick from the mass and balance page. All right, so we've got 60.9, 60.9, and slash, let's see, 31.2, 31.2, brilliant. And the fuel, total fuel today is 6.4. That's 6,400 tons of fuel. So 6,000, 6.4. And that's the block fuel, all in kilograms, by the way. William Colbert, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Adam, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. And, yeah, thank you very much, guys, for being here. Peter, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. And everything here looks good. Excellent. Flight plan is ready. Performance data. All right, so let's go to the performance now, and we can calculate it using the performance calculator provided by Fenix. I love how they've done this. All right, so we can go. Everything is synced, and we can just say calculate. Let's load from the sync sheet. Packs are on. And now we can calculate. Excellent. All right, 147, 147, and 148. 147, 147, and 148. Excellent. Transition altitude is set, 11,000 feet. And we're going to take a look here. Flaps 1 down 0.2. Flaps 1 down 0.2, and we stick that here, and the temperature was 67, I believe. 62 flex temperature. Right, 62 is now set, and we are good to go. Excellent. Let's go ahead and set the altimeter real quick. 1018, and cruise altitude today is 32,000 feet. 32,000 is now set, and we're going to go ahead and start the APU. APU master is on, and we'll wait for the APU door, which is now open, and we're going to turn on the APU. Excellent. All right. So things are getting ready here. We can still see the passengers boarding the aircraft. Last set of passengers, I think, boarding the aircraft. We're just going to wait for the APU to become available. Bill Barrett, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us this evening. And yeah, it should be a fun flight from Taiwan to Hong Kong. The approach into Hong Kong during daylight is absolutely beautiful. But today I decided we're going to just do this completely real time and real weather. We're not going to mess about with the time. I believe this is the last set of passengers. We can hear the APU running now. Here, look at that. I do like GSX a lot. It is an add-on that I highly recommend for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And by the way, both sceneries that we're flying to and from today are payware, but quite honestly, I do not recommend any of them. I was not impressed at all. So don't buy those sceneries. They're not worth it in my view. Unless you really want to fly to these airports, then it might make sense to get them. But if you want the Q8 pilot seal of approval, those two airports, both of them, they just don't get the Q8 pilot seal of approval. They're okay, but I wasn't impressed, to be very honest with you guys. All right, so we are good here. The APU is currently running, so we're going to turn on the APU bleed, and we're going to turn off external power. And we are pretty much ready now for engine start. Let's uncage the... There we go. That's much better. Excellent. All right, let's go ahead and turn on the beacon lights. Beacon lights are now on, and we are ready for engine start. We're going to now summon the ground services to push out of our position. We are going to push nose to the left today so that we face the taxiway to runway 07 here at Taiwan International. Stan, hello, my friend. Happy Valentine's Day to you and every one of you who celebrates Valentine's, the festival of love. And by the way, guys, it doesn't have to be, your significant other. It can be anyone that you love. So anyone that matters to you you can celebrate that occasion with. So yeah, I got some flowers for my daughters today as well. So yeah, quite happy about that. All right, looks like I made their day. So all right. So we are ready to go here. We are going to call the GSX service. Right, there we go. And we're say prepare for pushback and departure. Departure clearance requested. You can see that all the doors are closed. We're going to come to the ground services here real quick. And we're going to remove the... we are going to remove the chocks and the GPU.
Hello, Captain.
All right, there we go. We are ready for pushback. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl is in the house. How are you, Carl? How's your aunt doing, my friend? I hope everything is well with you and your family. It's been a while. You definitely have been missed. And yeah, all the gang is here. Happy Valentine's to you, Carl, Rand, and everyone else here on the channel. Right, looks like we are getting the pushback truck now in position for pushback, and we have the guy here waiting to lock the gear. Excellent. I mean, look at there's some really nice details on these vehicles with GSX. I really like their work a lot. I think they've done a really good job with GSX. And over the years, they've just really improved with this last version for Microsoft Flight Simulator. So yeah, we're going to do today the full operations, boarding and deboarding and all that good stuff, so guys can enjoy. All right, so we're going to push the nose to the left, tail to the right.
Release parking brakes.
All right, and we can release the parking brake. So I have a button mapped to it. So
all engines clear. Start at will.
all right, and we have clearance to start our engines. So we're going to go to the engine mode selector, select ignition start, and we're going to begin with engine number 2. Right, engine number 2 is now starting. As you can see here. And yeah. There we go. That's the push to nose to the left. And although I'm using FSLTL, it doesn't seem to have populated the airport with a lot of traffic. Although I have the settings set pretty high, but it looks like it doesn't have a lot of information about this specific airport here in Taiwan. All right, excellent. We have almost there a good start on engine number 2. All right, engine number 2 is available, and let's go ahead and start engine number 1. Brilliant. And ladies and gentlemen, Alex is in the house. Hello, Alex. Welcome aboard, my friend. We are doing great. I hope you are doing just as great, my friend. And ladies and gentlemen, Duncan Cardo has been a member for 2 years and is subscribed to the senior captain package. Welcome aboard, Duncan, and thank you very much for your 2 years of support here at the channel. That's just crazy. Wow, it's been 2 years. You remember? Wow, that's very good. That's amazing, amazing. Thank you for your support, Duncan. Appreciate it. CZ, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. All right, we can now confirm the. We can confirm a good engine start.
We have a good engine start.
All right. I've got to tell you guys, I really like the glow here. Yeah, I think it looks just great. All right, and we have a good start on engine number 1. Let's go ahead and turn the engine mode selector back to normal. And we're going to head to the overhead panel. We're going to turn off the APU bleed, APU master. We're going to set the auto brake to max, arm the speed brakes, and set flaps 1 and 0.02 up. 02 up. Yep. Right, so all is done here. And we're just going to wait for the pushback truck, and we'll wait for the hand signal. And we'll be on our way to Hong Kong.
Left is clear. Right is clear.
Master caution, brakes are hot. Huh. Really? Alright, so that happens normally with GSX. I thought that they've fixed that, but I think if we go to the maintenance, ground service, is it under config? I can't recall. Let's see, config. Failures, let's see here, maintenance. I forgot where this is. Annual failures, hydraulic, fuel, fire, APU. Does anyone remember where to reset the brakes are hot problem? We can turn on the brake fans, by the way. It looks like this one doesn't have it. I can't remember. No live traffic item in this airport. That's why you don't have in the sim also. Oh, I see. Hey there, Eric. What's up, my friend? In the EFB, yeah, so I'm not sure where I go to. I forgot. I totally forgot where to go in the EFB to... Oh, you mean in the electronic flight bag? Here. Huh. I don't think it's here. Sim settings. Let's see. Panel state. No, that's not it. That's the McDo. Yeah, that's what I thought. I thought it's the maintenance, I think. All right, let's take a look here. Is it still complaining? It is definitely complaining. Delay takeoff for cool. All right, let's take a look here. Passenger cargo, data config, controls config. That's not it. So it must be under maybe maintenance. And let's see. Request maintenance on air. No, it's not here. Random failures. Let's see. Trigger, non-minor. Failures and reset. Is the Fenix A320 hard on FPS? Yes, it is. Failures and reset. Failures. So which one? There is 2 of them. Manual. Failures. And I don't see reset here. I definitely don't see anything here. Alright, return. And failures are under random. Store as default. No, that's not what we want. In the maintenance page. Alright, so maintenance. I don't get anything here other than... Okay, let's say request. Diagnosing. Okay. Worse than the PMDG because the PMDG is very smooth for me, but I'm afraid that the Fenix will be laggy. The Fenix is a little laggy. It's not laggy for me, but it is very heavy on FPS. All right, well, folks, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to performance here, and sim settings, brake fans on EFB. All right, let's do that. Sim settings, let's see. So those are the settings. And then, no, I don't see anything here. Flight mode, looking for sim settings. This one here. All right, and let's see, controls, units, airframe. I don't see anything, guys, here. Brake fans, we can turn them on, but that's not going to help, I don't think. Yeah. Mach 2, menu, main failure, and clear. I didn't get it, Jack. That's the thing. When you go here to the Mach 2, and when we go to... Is it still hot? Brakes are still hot. Alright, so if we go to the Mach 2 menu, and we go to maintenance... FM... No, we don't want to do that. Failures. Ah, there we go. Alright, so how do we reset it? High brake temperature. Alright, so what do we do here? It's about FPS. Clear it. I'm not sure I can. So here we clear... Ah, clear. You mean like that? Ah, there we go. Thank you very much for that. Yeah, I've been rusty on the Phoenix. All right, finally, guys, we are good to go. Let's turn on the runway turn-off lights, nose lights to taxi, and we are pretty much good to go. Seatbelt signs on, and the non-smoking signs are on as well. And we are now ready to finally taxi to the runway. All right, perfect. Thank you very much, guys, for your help there. Appreciate it. All right, here we go. Let's give it some power and taxi to the runway. All right. And pedal press. Check. Excellent. And we can, let's go ahead and start the clock.
Air Force 275, follow Japan Airlines, Boeing 787.
Where is the button?
Left via Alpha to the holding point, follow 787.
There we go. All right. When things are dark, it's very difficult to see. And we're going to notify cabin crew and takeoff config. And we have no blues. We are good to go. All right. Excellent. And TARA, we're going to make our turn here on the taxiway towards runway 07. Runway 27, beg your pardon.
One aircraft will overtake you from the right side of behind. Just hold short of it and Alpha.
Yeah, today we're going to fly in real time, real weather for a change. I think we've done a lot of flights where we fly during daylight, so I normally change the time so that you guys can enjoy the scenery. But I think for this flight today, we're going to do it real time and real weather. We always fly in real weather, but yeah, I normally choose to, there's runway 27 to our right. And again, guys, though I do have the links, if you type in exclamation scenery, both airports I do not recommend at all. They're just really, really bad. All right, here's it's pitch dark outside, unfortunately, so you can't really see much, but here is a wing view for you as we make our way towards the runway.
Japan Air 421 ground, runway 34 left, taxi to holding point via Juliet Alpha.
Taxi 34 left, holding point via Juliet Alpha, Japan Air 421.
Right, we continue to It's quite a taxi. The taxiway here is quite a long one for the runway.
Zero Alpha to the Hong Point, Charlie says 272.
And of course, guys, on the 25th and the 26th of February, it would be the Independence and Liberation Days for the state of Kuwait. And of course, I will be making a special stream on that day, and I will be doing a giveaway here on the channel. So be sure to click that bell notification button so that you are notified of the stream, and the giveaway is going to be something very special for you guys. So stay tuned for more on that. Good evening to you, Renz. How are you doing, my friend? You're just in time for our departure. All right, we're approaching the runway now, so we are going to turn on the landing lights. There we go. All right, brakes.
After Airbus A321, right side of you, taxi to holding point via Alpha.
We have the Chinese from our right.
All right, let's go here.
34 left, 374.
70.
Right, I'll worry about it in just a second. Not sure why it's stuttering today. It's this scenery. It's definitely this scenery. All right, parking brake is set. We can set our lights now properly here. Right, the landing lights are on. Nose light to takeoff. Strobe lights are on. Wing lights are on, and we are good to go. Excellent. Parking brake released. And let's go.
Taxi to holding point, runway 34 left over the Alpha.
All right, we are lined up. Runway 27 and cleared for takeoff. 50%. Manflex, SRS, and runway. Try to keep the center line here. Slight winds. B1, rotate. Positive rate climb, gears going up. Very beautiful sight of the city here as we depart. And we continue our climb. And we're going to set. Thrust climb is set. Speed check, flaps up. Autopilot 1 is engaged. Boeing Corp, Mike just upgraded the membership to Senior Captain. Boeing Corp, Mike, thank you very much, sir, for your support. I appreciate it. Thank you very much. That's very kind of you, sir. Honesty Erasto, is that Vatsum Audio? No, that would be FS Chatter. All right, and we are now climbing to 32,000 feet. And that is a spectacular view of the city as we depart. Not much that you can see from the wing view. But here's a nice look there at the beautiful Airbus engines out of the passenger window. And we continue the climb. Looks like there are a few clouds here as we make our way to our cruise altitude. I smell Dutch ATC voices. That is very probable when it doesn't find, you know, the ATC voices for this region, then it starts loading anything. But yeah, that is definitely possible. I will bring the terrain on the... we're going to be flying over water for the most part during this flight. And things should get a little more interesting as we approach Hong Kong in terms of traffic, and we can maybe reduce the lights here a bit. Yeah, that's better. There we go. I think that's better. Q8, how would you compare the Fenix to the Taurus? That's a good question. So, in terms of the fidelity, I think the Fenix is a lot better in terms of the visual fidelity, as you can see. It looks a lot more realistic than I'm not sure what this is. I'm just going to turn it off. It looks a lot more realistic, of course, in terms of the texturing, the details. We are at 10,000 feet, so we're going to turn off the landing lights. And runway turn-off lights, as well as the nose light and the wing lights. So definitely, without from the visual fidelity perspective, the Fenix is much better. So that's one. In terms of the performance, I think the Taurus and the Fenix are both probably at par. That's what I would what I would say in terms of the depth of system simulation. Again, I think they're pretty close, and maybe the Fenix still has an edge a little bit in terms of the systems, but the Taurus is not far behind, if you ask me. All right, let's disengage the speed brakes, disarmed, and all is looking good. Excellent. Good afternoon to you, Baku. How are you doing? Again from Houston, Texas. Welcome, my friend. Glad to have you here with us. By the way, guys, I will be, as you know, I'm an ambassador for the Fly Lilo project. And very soon there is going to be another event for Fly Lilo during Easter. So hopefully we can generate some more donations for those who are less fortunate of us in the community. The very first one, the Christmas fundraiser, went really, really well. And if you're following me on Instagram, you'll be able to see the adaptive gaming devices that were supplied to those guys, which I'm very happy to have seen them receive those Yeah. We continue our climb to 32,000 feet, which is our final cruise altitude. Good night to you from Germany, my friend. Davi, welcome aboard. Glad to have you here. The problem is that it's on XP. People are getting 5 FPS with 4090s on X-Plane. Yeah, X-Plane still has a lot of issues with performance. They definitely need to sort it out. And by the way, guys, we are going to fly in real time, but if you want me to change the time, just let me know. It's perfectly fine with me. If that's what you guys like, then we'll definitely change the time. But I thought just for a change, you know, we'll fly in real time, which is, of course, pitch dark, but we can still see the stars. And here's a look at the outside. See the stars, and yeah. Real time. All right, Rand. We'll keep it there. We'll have a night flight. All right. Yes, guys, if that's what you want, that's what we'll do. All right, we can increase the range now. I really can't wait for June and for FS Expo 2023. I'm getting really excited about it. And I think it should be a lot of fun meeting all of you guys, as well as meeting, you know, some of the, you know, renowned names in the industry. Navigraph, Orbex, Infinite Flight, and there's some cool people there. And as I've told you previously, a couple of content creators will also be there during the AvGeek09er. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. What's your favorite time to fly? I like to fly during dusk. That would be my favorite. Will you ever do a yoke side stick cam? Yes, I am going. I am planning that, without a doubt. Great, Chris. I'm very glad that you're going to be there. I'm going to have my own stand this year at FS Expo. It's going to be stand H2. That is confirmed now by the guys at FS Expo. When will that be, Captain? That's going to be between the 23rd through, from the 23rd to the 25th of June, is the date of FS Expo 2023. Right, we continue to climb to our cruise altitude of 32,000 feet. All is looking good. Here's a look at the outside. I recently, I believe it was yesterday, I uploaded a new video on the tweak utility for X-Plane 12. And if you haven't watched the video, go ahead and guys and take a look at it. If you are using X-Plane 12, it's really an indispensable tool for X-Plane 12. I think it really does have some very nice features that will help you really tweak X-Plane to look the way you like, especially the clouds. I really like what this guy's done with the clouds, the modification of the clouds, adding the noise to a certain extent makes the clouds look a lot better in X-Plane. Thank you very much, Rand, for posting the link there. Kuwait Airways has unveiled a brand new livery. Do you like it? I'm actually not aware that they unveiled a brand new livery. I know the livery they're using today is very new, but yeah, no, I haven't seen it. X-Plane 12 has a long way, very rough right now. It is, yeah. I would say, I must say that yes, it does need a lot of work right now. We're going to turn off the fasten seatbelt and non-smoking signs and let cabin crew do their thing. Excellent. Everything's looking per design intent. Looks like the sun is coming up, so probably it'll be morning time by the time we arrive into Hong Kong. Yeah, I do like the Fenix a lot. I think it's one of the best add-ons for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And it's probably one of the very best simulations of an Airbus for flight sim. I am quite intrigued by the Aerosoft A320, which they've shown. There's, I know, a 757 coming also for Microsoft Flight Simulator. A bunch of aircraft are coming for Microsoft Flight. The Antonov as well, which I believe AnyBuilds are working with Microsoft on that one. Right, 30,000 feet for 32. We're about 2,000 feet from our top of climb, and we will then begin the descent shortly. In fact, if we look here at, let's see here, what do I want to look at? I want to look at Sim Toolkit Pro. So if we look here, and where are we? I did it again. I did not include... I did not fire up FSU PIC. That's okay. No worries. We are right here. And top of descent is here. So not very much longer before we actually arrive. I was wondering why we were not getting the data. All right, let me just start it for you guys, so you guys can see. Let me see here. All right, there we go. And we can fix the flight information now from SimBrief. All right, let's see here. If we go to flight, and now I think it shows the information here. So yeah, now it's updating all the information in 36 minutes. All right. So if I say fix the phase, we are at where are we? We are at fix phase, and we are actually at cruise now. All right, let's just say cruise, and we're good there. All right, so now we'll be able to see the aircraft on the map. We are right here at top of climb, and again the aircraft looks funny. It should be pointing in that direction, but that's okay. I need to update those links in my timers, looks like. I want the Airsoft DC-8 in MSFS. We need more classic airliners. I do like classic airliners a lot, and the DC-6 by PMDG is actually a very good aircraft to have. If you like classics, that aircraft is very nice. Although it is a bit modernized for my liking, you know, with all the, you know, the modern navigation or modern avionics, it still is a very enjoyable aircraft to fly, very high fidelity, lots and lots of details. From the modeling perspective, I think they've done an immaculate job really representing the DC-6 in the sim. And it's got some really nice features, including a first officer that will help you operate the aircraft. It's got some nice you know, captain first officer messages as well, doing the checklists. It's really a brilliant add-on for Microsoft Flight Simulator. And I know the DC-6 was actually, it came out for X-Plane, I think it was X-Plane 10 when it first came out, and it was one hell of an add-on for X-Plane 10. It was then upgraded to X-Plane 11, I think. And then pretty much after that, it was silence from PMDG as far as, you know, Microsoft, as far as X-Plane is concerned. And I'm not sure if I've shared the story with you guys, but I believe I have. But for those of you who do not know, the story goes something like this, that PMDG has requested the back-end code from Laminar for X-Plane 12. And apparently, they did not reach an agreement, and Laminar, of course, did not agree to providing them with their, you know, back-end code, and that is understood because, you know, that's proprietary to Laminar, and they don't want to probably expose how they've developed the sim. And PMDG then said, okay, they, you know, kind of said we are dropping the ball here. And yeah, they left the X-Plane scene altogether, which is really a shame, because I think X-Plane is an excellent platform, and not having, you know, and PMDG is an excellent you know, software company, and they develop very high fidelity add-ons. So it's really a shame not to be able to see their products in X-Plane 12. But yeah, what to do? Sometimes people just don't agree on things, and that's what happens. All right, we are at our cruise altitude, ladies and gentlemen. We are going to come down here to the McDo, and we are going to take a look at the next phase. Actually, let's go back here. Right, so we are about 146 nautical miles from the top of descent, so we still have some time, so we'll worry about the destination information just a little bit later in the flight. Currently, all is looking good, and if we look out the window, you can see it's pitch black. You can see the strobe light reflection, maybe a little better on this side. But yeah, there isn't really much to see when when it's pitch dark like that. Matt, Flight Sim, hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. Definitely, PMDG is probably the most recognized name in the industry. They create some of the highest quality add-ons for flight simulation. And they are probably, you know, I don't think that anyone comes close to PMDG when it comes to quality of their add-ons. Of course, when they shipped their 737, the 700 variant, there were some issues with it, but they were not issues that were, you know, they were not breaking, you know, issues. And the add-ons was functional, and only the very detailed eye could spot some of the issues with the modeling, the texturing, and some of the issues with the VNAV. But overall, they are very good at keeping their add-ons up to date, and you'll never see an add-on by PMDG that is just left. Of course, they did leave some of their add-ons for FSX, so they haven't ported everything. But if the platform is dying, then we really cannot hold them accountable for a platform that is dead. And sometimes there are limitations for porting their add-ons from a previous platform to a newer platform. Certainly did not, it didn't really take them that long, if you ask me, to bring in the lineup of PMDG, considering how much buggy Microsoft Flight Simulator was at launch, and how much work it had to go through. And it must have been very frustrating for the developers to go in one path and develop, only to find out that things started changing in this sim, and they have to go and rework some of the stuff that they've done. That's very, very frustrating for developers. What are your thoughts on X-Plane 12? I am harsh on X-Plane 12 because it's outrageous that they charge you $60 for an unfinished or outdated simulator. Alright, so here is my thoughts on X-Plane 12. First of all, I don't think that it is an outdated simulator. I think X-Plane 12 delivers on what it promises to deliver, and that is a very realistic experience, or very realistic flying experience in a flight simulator. So I think they do that very well. They have, in X-Plane 12, delivered just about everything they promised that they would deliver. That includes a improved ATC. Okay, it's not good, it's not perfect, I agree fully with you, but as you can see now, we're starting to see some AI traffic there in the region. But they've delivered on the promise. They have the 3D vegetation, 3D water, the flight model for the floats, improvements on the flight model generally speaking. They've got the the graphic assets have been improved considerably, and all their default airports actually look very, very good, I must say. So I think from that perspective, I think they've lived up to the promise of creating a brand new simulator with all these features. Honestly, I'm so in love with MSFS now. I was a huge fan of X-Plane, but MS is far more superior. I enjoy it as a real-world pilot. It's getting there as far as realism and accuracy. Lost in Space, welcome aboard, first of all. Glad to have you here. It's always a pleasure having real-world pilots with us to give us their perspective. Is X-Plane perfect? No. Is Microsoft Flight Simulator perfect? No. But here's the thing. In terms of visual fidelity, and especially if you're a VFR flyer, then I think Microsoft Flight Simulator is really the way to go. If you, however, fly IFR for the most part, then probably X-Plane would offer a little more in terms of variety and the fidelity of aircraft. For example, if you look at the Hot Star Challenger 650, one of probably the most sophisticated, advanced, study-level add-on for flight sim, period. There's nothing that comes close to the Challenger 650. Again, the fidelity there is something that the X-Plane platform allows developers to do. If you take, for example, the Airfoils Lab Cessna 172 NG Digital, is an excellent Cessna. In fact, I think it is the most realistic Cessna ever created for flight sim. Is Microsoft Flight Simulator catching up? Absolutely. They are definitely catching up with very high fidelity add-ons coming to the sim, and we're starting to see some really fine details. If you like GA, there is an aircraft by Got Friends called Wilga, the Wilga PZL, I believe, 35, something like that. I've done a review video on that aircraft, and it's absolutely phenomenal, and you're starting to see the level of detail there coming in the sim. I know that A2A, which is a company that is very well known for creating high fidelity GA aircraft, are working on their Bonanza for Microsoft Flight Simulator, and I really can't wait to put my hands on it. X-Plane 12 has the upper hand when it comes to variation in high fidelity aircraft, simply because it has been around longer, probably a few more years until we have a lot of high fidelity aircraft for MSFS. That is probably a fair statement to say, and X-Plane 12 is around since last December. Yeah, that is also true. Indeed, hence, yeah. So if you ask me personally, what I feel, I actually enjoy both sims to a great extent. There are a few things I like a lot in Microsoft Flight Simulator that are not available in X-Plane, and there are a few things in X-Plane that are not available in Microsoft Flight Simulator. But I always get better fulfillment. I feel when I fly in X-Plane, I get better fulfillment. That's just me. It's just the way this sim feels. It's just, to me, it feels more fluid. For the lack of a better term to describe the experience, it is more fluid in my view than a Microsoft Flight Simulator is. And so, yeah, overall, I think both sims are great. Both are very, very enjoyable. And if you ask me whether I should get both, my answer would be, if you can afford both, do get both, because both are great.
Good morning, Spinner 7-4 heavy.
Let's take a look here at the outside, and as you can see, there's the skies are filled with stars and some AI traffic. Things are looking good, and we are now 86 nautical miles from top of descent, so good time to start programming the McDo for our arrival. I'm going to go to the performance, and we're going to go to the next phase, next and next. All right, and we're going to grab the information, the METAR information for our destination, which is today Hong Kong. Come on. All right, there we go. Arrival, retrieving METAR, and the QNH is 1022. So we're going to enter 1022, and the current temperature is 15 Celsius. The wind is 030, 16 knot wind. Gee, that's going to be some approach there. 030, 16 knots. And the transition altitude is already set to 900,000, and we're going to put 50 for our radio. All right, we're all set, and top of descent is coming our way in approximately 77 nautical miles. If we look at our flight plan here, let's cycle through, and the initial approach altitude is going to be 3,000 feet. Actually, let's double check that. We are all right. So runway 07 right. Okay, so we're going to go to Navigraph real quick. Ooh, what happened? All right, there we go. Let's unload that. Import from SimBrief, and we're going to select our flight. Brilliant. And we're going to come down here to Hong Kong International, runway 07 right. Let's go to the approach plate for 07 right, and we're going to click here, and let's see here. So if we go down here and we look, that's 1,600 feet is the initial approach altitude to intercept the localizer for runway 27 at runway, beg your pardon, runway 07 at 07 right. That's the correct one. Why does it say to runway 27? That's probably the elevation. All right, that's fine. All right, so everything else is set here. So we're going to reset the MCP altitude to 1600 feet. Excellent. Let's go ahead and reset that to 1600 feet. Let's see here. All right, there we go. 1600 feet is now set. Excellent. Everything is now configured for our approach into Hong Kong International. I agree there, Carl. It is amazing indeed. I really want the Phenom 300, but I think it's only available on the org store. Yeah, it is only available on the org store. That is correct. The Phenom is a great aircraft by Airbus. In fact, I don't think that Airbus has ever made an aircraft that wasn't good. All their aircraft are just really amazing. The Phenom is probably the best of their work thus far. I do like their Lancer RG as well, which I think is very special aircraft. But the Phenom 300 is probably their best work to date. Samuel, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Should I upgrade from 280 Thai to 4080? I don't have the specs immediately, but there you have it from the expert. So Carl is vouching for that. If you can, you'll see a large improvement in performance. Yeah, there you have it. Silver Star 21, welcome aboard. The A340 don't have enough thrust. Not good airplane. Really? That's strange. It's got 4 engines, doesn't it? But yeah, maybe. I don't know. Ray tracing for 1. Yeah, that is for sure on the 4 series graphic cards. We are now looking at approximately 48 nautical miles for top of descent. Here we can switch to the external view here. A nice view of the skies as we make our way towards Hong Kong International aboard this Hong Kong Express Airlines Airbus A320. Q8, what specs are you using, or what graphic card do you have, if I may ask? Samuel, just type !specs. You will get the link to all my specs, including the case I'm using. So you'll be able to get all of that just by typing !specs. So at Flight Sim Expo 2023 on the last day, for those of you who like, I am going to be hosting a dinner for the Q8 Pilot channel friends, followers, fans. And so if you're in the area, if you're in Houston, Texas, on the 25th or maybe the 26th, I'm not sure if there are any activities post the event. But either on the 25th or the 26th, as the day comes closer, I will let you know. But there will definitely be a very special dinner for you guys over there. And yeah, I hope that I hope I can meet most of you guys, especially those who are on stream. I'm going to be there. Yeah, Carl, I'm really I'm going. It's going to be my complete privilege to meet all of you guys. So it's going to be a lot of fun, really, meeting all of you guys there, and we'll break some bread and go and have some fun. So really looking forward to it. I know it's going to be a very long flight, and for that reason, I'm probably going to arrive a bit earlier than the 23rd, just to kind of allow myself to get over the jet lag and just recuperate from the long flight. It's going to be an agonizing day to travel, but yeah, I think it's worth it. What really annoys me about MSFS though is the scam add-ons, which should be freeware if anything. I agree. There's a lot of, by the way, there's a lot of that crap in X-Plane as well. So it's just yeah. Opinion on the Zibo 737 in comparison to the A320NX. In my view, the both of those add-ons are top-notch. So I'm not going to compare them because the effort. By the way, the A320 NX or the fly-by-wire A320 is developed by a host of people. So there is a very large group who are actually working on that project. Whereas Zibo is just one person, Zibo. I think a few others have developed the terrain radar, the sounds, the textures. Those were developed by other people, but he is the lead developer. He is the only person really working on the aircraft on a continuous basis. So both of them are excellent. Now, in terms of the realism, of course they're very different. They're two different aircraft. So one is a Boeing 737, and one is an A320 Airbus A320. But by account of real-world pilots, the Zibo is an aircraft that very much resembles the Boeing 737 in real life. The way it flies, the performance, the flight model. I haven't heard anyone vouch for the fly-by-wire A320 the way pilots vouch for the 737. Now, I'm not a real-world pilot, so I cannot vouch for the validity of the flight model for either one of these aircraft, but just based on what I've heard from real-world pilots, the Zibo appears to be more representative of its real-world counterpart than the A320 by fly-by-wire. Blackjack 62, good morning to you from the middle of Washington State. Oh, how nice. Welcome aboard, my friend. Glad to have you with us. Buying the jar design A320. Yeah. Yeah. No, I'm not on Vatsum Invis Stick. This is FS Chatter. Look, let me say this about the oh, ladies and gentlemen, Rand Cooley has just upgraded his membership to Senior Captain. Rand, thank you very much, sir, for your support. I appreciate it. That's very kind of you, sir. Appreciate it very much. Good evening from London. How are you, my friend? Welcome aboard. We have a friend with us today from the United Kingdom. Welcome. No worries about it, Rand. That's perfectly fine, my friend. Don't worry about it. But thank you very much, sir, for your support. I appreciate it. So, yeah, don't guys. If you've just joined the stream, don't forget that on the 25th and the 26th is going to be Kuwait's Independence and Liberation Days, and for that I am preparing a special stream. I'm probably going to be streaming on both days, and there will be a giveaway on the channel. And Carl, what can I say? Thank you so much for your generosity, Carl. Ladies and gentlemen, Carl just gifted 20 memberships at the Kuwait Pilot channel. You are just, you're the rock. You're the rock. Thank you very much. Thank you very much, Carl. Thank you, really. I appreciate it. Guys, if you just received a gifted membership from Carl Childers, please make sure you thank him for it. Thank you very much, Carl. We are at top of descent, so let's go ahead and begin the nav descent. We're just about 3 nautical miles late, but we're fine. We should be okay. We're begun our descent now towards Hong Kong International. Thank you really very much, Carl. You always leave me speechless. I really don't know what to say. Thank you very much. Thank you. Very kind of you, sir. And we have with us Marcos T from New York. Hello, my friend. Welcome. And Joe Hatch from Texas. Hello. We have a lot of guys from Texas today. Welcome, guys. Greetings to everyone in Texas from Q8 Pilot in Kuwait. Welcome, guys. I'm doing very well, thank you very much, Waschi Extreme. Glenn Chambers, hello my friend, welcome aboard, glad to have you here. You are in time for our landing at Hong Kong International. Should be an interesting approach and landing. And again, Carl, thank you very much for your generosity and your support over the years. I really don't know what to say. Thank you very much. Thank you, guys. All right. So here we are descending now towards. So the initial approach altitude is 1,600 feet, and we are going to be coming through a turn. So the city, the city of Hong Kong will be to our right as we make the turn in towards the airport. So it's going to be an interesting approach. Unfortunately, it is a bit dark, so we're not going to be able to see the beauty of the city as we arrive. Maybe we'll be able to see some of the lights, but that's about it. But it should be, nonetheless, it should be an interesting approach. We have flight control replay today for recording the flight, and thank you very much. Thank you, Carl. Thank you for your kind words, for your generosity, for your support. I really appreciate it. I'm hoping to get to the expo. I really would like to meet you. Well, it would be my complete pleasure to meet you, Bill. And that goes for all of you guys. If you're there, just stop by the booth H2 and come and say hello. And hopefully by the end of the event, we'll all go for dinner or lunch or something like that. But yeah, I do want to spend some time with you guys, actually, those who support me, who've become really friends. And I'm very grateful for, for the opportunity that I've been given here on YouTube to meet all of you guys, all of you fine people. I'm really grateful for that, guys. It really does fill in part of my life that I think it otherwise would have been very empty. So thank you very much, and I will tell you guys that I learn and enjoy you guys as much as and you enjoy the channel. So it kind of goes both ways, and definitely it's been worthwhile. The last 7 years on YouTube has been worthwhile. I've made some really, really fine friends, and I really can't wait to see you guys now. So we are now descending through 22,000 for 1,600 feet, and we should make it into Hong Kong in, if we move this here, we're looking at about 10 minutes before arrival into the airport, as you can see here. That's us right there. And that's Hong Kong. And as I told you, we'll start seeing a lot more traffic now as we make our way towards Hong Kong. Yeah.
Kilo Echo 2 stands go.
There is an aircraft ahead of us, but it looks like it's at a lower altitude, flying in the opposite direction, looks like. Or no, actually, it's flying in the same direction, only it's at a lower altitude. And we're coming in at slower speed. There was a time that some, shall we say, unsavory people were giving Kuwait a hard time, making him feel bad about his dreams. Yeah, I remember those days.
Okay, Echo 2 stands go. Also.
Thank you very much. Carl, it was you, it was Rand, it was Leaf, my very good friend from Sweden. And then it was V1. It was actually Flight Deck to Sim. All of these guys, including all of you, have talked me back into, coming back to the hobby. So Leaf is a great guy, I tell you. Captain UK, hello my friend, welcome aboard. I really wish I could attend the expo to meet you, but I have commitments, unfortunately. That's not a problem, Captain UK. Just your thought counts. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Leaf is a really great guy, and I remember, when I quit, he sent me an email. He was actually pretty upset about me quitting, and he was actually also one of the reasons I came back. I mean, the guy just really wrote me so many messages. I mean, it wasn't one, it wasn't two. He kept on writing and writing and writing. And Leaf is a really great guy. He's a dedicated family man, and I love family people. I love those who look after their families. It tells a lot about the person. And I grew up in a very warm, very loving family, and so I appreciate the value of family in my life, and so it tells you a lot. If you want to know the character of a person, just observe how he treats his family, and you'll know. Ladies and gentlemen, we have Fly Lilo in the house. Hello, Fly Lilo. I cross your channel to say you and your community big thanks for the help and support as you see our social. Fly Lilo, I will tell you one thing, my friend. When I saw the pictures of the guys with their adaptive gaming kits, I was literally in tears. I was very touched, and the entire, for myself and for the entire community, the Kuwait pilot community, we support you, we love you, and we support you. And I'm going to continue to support you every way I can. And yeah, we'll definitely be there for the Thanksgiving, or for the, beg your pardon, for the Easter fundraiser. I saw the messages. I'll set up the page, and you can definitely always count on support from the channel as well as the community. Yeah, thank you, and thank you, Roberto and Fly Lilo, for your amazing organization. Really, what you guys do for those people is just commendable. You're just really a great folk. Both you and Roberto, you're just great, and I hope that I wish you all the success moving forward. Osama Mohammed, hello my friend, welcome aboard, glad to have you here. Oh, thank you very much, Fly Lilo. You guys are more like brothers, you and Roberto. That's exactly how I feel towards you guys. So I'm happy to support you guys anytime, with whatever. I think you guys deserve it for what you guys are doing. For that cause, I'll support you any day. So thank you very much for your for your contributions to those guys. And yeah, I definitely look forward to the next fundraiser. All right, so guys, we are approaching 10,000 feet now, as you can see, and we can see the lights of the city right ahead of us, which is actually a very nice looking, very nice looking scene here as we approach Hong Kong. There is a mountainous terrain, so we need to be very careful as we arrive into our destination. It is pretty dark, I must say, but we're good. We're good. We're approaching 10,000 feet. I'm going to go ahead and turn on our landing lights. So let's come here, and the landing lights are on. We're going to turn on the nose light to takeoff, runway turn-off lights as well, wing lights, and we're going to turn on the fasten seat belt and non-smoking signs. And we are now a few minutes away from our arrival into Hong Kong International Airport. The transition altitude here at Hong Kong is 9,000 feet or 9,000 feet. Oh, really? You were there at Kai Tak? Wow. The old Kai Tak is a very dangerous approach. I think the airport is still there. Is it still there? Do you know? I think that's Kai Tak, isn't it, Carl? Right ahead of us, right there. I think they shut it down, but I'm not sure if the actual airport still exists or they've just removed it. Many buildings were height restricted, yes. And so we are here arriving into Hong Kong, ladies and gentlemen. Beautiful lighting in Microsoft Flight Simulator. If I'm not mistaken, this is Kai Tak. I think so. And normally you come from the other way. This is the dangerous, really dangerous approach where you come from that side there to the airport. I think that's Kai Tak. Oh, I see. So they're going to remove the runway completely. I see. And here's a look at the outside as we arrive into Hong Kong. Yeah. Actually, if you ask me, the night lighting in Microsoft Flight Simulator is done very well. Looks really, really good. That's our approach. So we're going to come here, make the turn, and intercept the ILS. We are looking good. 900,000. Maybe we can see something now out of the aircraft. Kinda, sorta. Yeah, I think we can see it now. That's a nice wing view right there. Ah, we need to set the barrow. There we go. 1022 is set. It's a bit cloudy. Let's take a quick look at the weather information here at Hong Kong. Alright, so once again, 03016 knot wind. A few clouds at 3,500, scattered at 4,500. Current temperature is 15, dew point is 5, and QNH is 1022. No significant change in the next couple of hours, so it's probably going to be a rough approach with a 16 knot wind. That's pretty violent wind. So we'll see if we can bring the aircraft from the first attempt and land it safely. Otherwise, we'll go around and attempt again. Let's butter it. I hope so. Enable the terrain on ND. Yeah, that is right. Yeah, let's do that. And let's go to 20. The problem with that is that it just clutters the view and I can't see. So here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to turn it off here and we're going to turn it on the first officer side. Let him suffer. All right, there we go. We're looking good. And ladies and gentlemen, here's the city of Hong Kong.
Area 3082, contact ground control 121.75.
We're looking good. The last departure was an A340. Oh, was it? Wow. You know, Carl, I'm always intrigued by how much information you've got, and it's very good that we have someone. It's really an asset. Having you is really an asset because you seem to be very knowledgeable about a lot of things, aviation related. So, my friend, thank you very much again for everything that you do and for the knowledge that you share with all of us. We definitely learn from you, without a doubt. How's that? Did the A320 depart before the A340? 9 is for professional pilots. Fly Lilo? Yep, you're right. I love the volumetric lights in Microsoft Flight Simulator. You can see when the lights... There, you see that? That's just brilliant. I love it. You can go through the clouds. Let's look at that. That looks absolutely gorgeous. Right, we're looking good. Continue our descent. I'm going to go ahead and set the auto brake to medium and arm the speed brakes. God, it's pitch dark. Can hardly see anything. We can open the dome lights, and that helps us, kind of. I think it should be turned off for landing, but. Dim, yeah, let's leave it there at dim. I think that's much better to be able to see what's going on. What do you guys think? Keep the lights this way or turn them off? I think that's a lot easier for me to see things. I love the lights inside this cockpit. It looks really, really good. Winds could be result of the cyclone off New Zealand. Hey there, Goff Spears. Hello, my friend. Welcome aboard. Glad to have you here with us. All right, and we're almost there now. Let's take a look at the outside real quick. You can see the mountains here, the mountain range. Thanks, Rakes. Right, here we go. Here's the turn. We're going to begin deceleration. Centurion, hello my friend, welcome aboard. Glad to have you with us. And here is our turn now as we descend towards Hong Kong International Airport. You know, I'll tell you guys, even in the sim, when it's pitch dark like that, it has a different feel to it than daylight. And I think you can very easily get disoriented when flying at night. And I find it a little intimidating, to be honest, when flying at night. Even, by the way, when I'm on real flights, just at night, when you know, when it gets really dark outside, it kind of feels scary a bit. I just kind of sometimes, you know, it kind of gives me the creeps. And I get more, you know, frustrated sometimes when flying over water, just because I see so many of those documentaries, and I'm just thinking, they do the maintenance on this aircraft? You know, did they make sure they inspect the blades? You know, did the and when it's dark, I know things can be missed. So, you know, you just hope that the whoever's doing the walk around has a good flashlight to spot maybe leakages or, you know, any problems, or maybe the pitot covers were not removed, like in many of the cases where, you know, a lot of aviation accidents have taken place as a result of not removing those you know, removing the pitot covers. And that's, ladies and gentlemen, Hong Kong International, as you can see. And we're going straight to runway 27, and we're going to fly straight to it. So speed check. All right, let's go ahead and turn on our landing system on both sides. Landing system is turned on. As you can see, we are just a dot above the center line. So speed check. We're going to go to flaps 1 and allow the aircraft to decelerate. I'm going to come to the performance and activate the approach. Let's see how many we have. 5 nautical miles. Let's go ahead and activate, confirm, activate approach. Right, that's the runway. That's the last runway. There is the runway we're going to land. And what we're going to do here is we're going to bring up flight control replay. So let's go here very quickly to the next page. Flight control, let's say connect. We are connected. And let's go ahead and record. And that's going to bring up the dialogue window here. And we're going to call this VHHH, or yeah, enter. And it's now recording. And we can put this away and close that. All right. Looking good. Let's go ahead and turn this down to 10. Speed check. Flaps 2. I'm going to go ahead and lower the landing gear now. Landing gear is going down. And that's the runway. That's the one right there. All right, and approach is activated.
Japan 873 ground, runway 1 fly, QNH 3022, ignition zero, activate Echo 5, and hold shift zero.
Oh, sorry, it's 7 right. It's this one here. Speed check. Flaps 3.
Japan 873, activate 9, ANA cargo to left, activate route 5, hold shift 04.
All right, and at 1,000 feet, we will disconnect the autopilot. Speed check. Flaps full. It's an aircraft just departing just right now. Oh, that's great, Fly Lilo. I'm very glad that you're working with Fabio with the flight control replay. That's good news. He's a great guy. He's a really great guy.
5775 ground,
Please tell him I said hello.
Charlie, hold short Sierra 4.
Kilo Charlie, hold short of Sierra 4, FedEx 5.
All right, we are now getting ready. 1550. All right.
Japan
All right, let's notify cabin crew.
Ground 1.95.
195, Japan 741.
And at 1,000 feet, we'll take over. Let me reset my view.
Union 201, contact ground 1.95. Good day.
Looks like there's another aircraft taking off right now.
Ground FedEx A320, Bravo 7.
FedEx A7 ground, you are good home, Bravo 6.
Yeah, there's definitely an aircraft rolling down the runway there.
Kilo Charlie, hold short Sierra 4, FedEx.
All right, and we are cleared to land. Right, close enough to 1,000 feet.
1,000.
Right, taxi Echo 3, Route 5.
Okay, my aircraft.
Sierra 4.
We'll make very slight changes here to
Please transponder on.
compensate for the wind. Can definitely feel the wind.
Seaway 201 ground, taxi Kilo Echo 6 gateway.
Kilo Echo 6 gateway to 201.
$500.
Wow, the wind is very strong.
75 on the ground,
16 knot wind.
121 decimal 95, FedEx 5775.
Flight slope. Flight slope.
100 above.
Flight slope.
Hello, ground, Finland 72, heavy approach, Sierra 98, information kilo.
Phoenix 72, good morning, ground, runway 15.
Minimum
Taxi Sierra
20, retard.
5, hold short Sierra 4.
That's going to be a float, guys.
20, retard. 5.
Wow, that wind. All right, welcome to Hong Kong International Airport. The wind definitely caught me there,
203, contact ground.
and it wasn't an easy. The winds were very strong. 565 FPM, guys. Look at that. That's pretty hard. Yeah, and way out of the touchdown zone. So not a very good landing. I rate the landing 2 out of 10. But but yeah. You know, at least we've made it safely, so that's okay.
Kilo Echo 2, Golf, Papa 1 gateway.
I love sushi, Fly Lilo.
Papa 1 gateway.
In real life, that isn't so. Is it really? I don't know. Right, we'll do a replay in a little bit. Let's go ahead and park the aircraft, and then we will do the unloading as well. So let's just find a spot for us to park the aircraft. Very busy Hong Kong International today. There we go. Nice big terminal with lots of aircraft. Hopefully we can find a spot. Looks like there's a spot by that Emirates flight right there, Emirates aircraft. And there's one here by this Cathay Pacific as well. Yeah, looks like there's an empty stand here, and I think we can park the aircraft there. Excellent. We're going to leave the engines running for now until we're done with the replay so that we don't face issues with the flight control replay. And then we'll be able to... there we go. All right, perfect. Parking brake is set. We're going to leave the engines running. We'll leave the lights. We'll leave everything so that we can do our replay, and then we'll turn everything off. All right, let's go ahead and bring up flight control replay. And let's see here. Flight control replay. We're going to load. Before we do load, we're going to say stop. Right, stop. Okay, recording stopped, and we called this, where's my file? That's the file right there, open. Excellent. And now we can play the file. Yep, there we go. And let me just bring it here. We can probably do that. All right, that's good. Play.
Speed, speed, speed.
Yeah, it's gonna have all kinds of sorts of warnings here, but that's okay. And here is our landing at Hong Kong International. Very nice approach into Hong Kong International. Look at the, you can definitely see the crosswind there. Look at that. Look at the wind was pretty violent, by the way. And as we came into within 500 feet, I think that's when the winds were very, very violent and highly unpredictable. We were just tossing left, right, and center. But you can see probably better from this angle here as we came into land. Just look at that here. Yeah, look at that. Just leave it there. And maybe center the runway. Oops. There we go. Then that's the float right there. There we go. That was a nice it was nice crosswind. It was I enjoyed it. I enjoyed the doing the actual doing the approach. It wasn't as butter as we've hoped, but nonetheless it was alright. Yeah. Alright, so what we're going to do is we're going to bring up the flight control replay once more. And let's see here. Where is it? There we go. And we'll just, let's see here. We're just going to fast forward this to where we parked the aircraft. And stop. We're going to remove that. And we're going to remove flight control replay so that we can take... Alright, so now we have control of the aircraft, I hope. Now I can't do anything. Everything is stuck. Unfortunately. Alright, there might be a way around this. Let's see here. Let me just bring this up real quick. And let's see. Yeah, I'm not sure why we are unable to... Maybe we can now? There we go. Excellent. Okay. We're going to come to the ground services. We arrived. Commence deboarding. And let's see here. We want the GPU. Alright, and we're going to turn on the external power. Of course, I didn't follow the right procedures there, but, you know, that's okay. There's the jetway coming to the aircraft. And now we're going to begin deboarding the passengers. There we go. Excellent. We can actually turn off all the lights now. The thing is, if you turn them off and do the replay, then you don't get the lights. So it looks very strange. So for that reason, you know, we just left everything on. Alright, let's turn off the fasten seatbelt signs. And we can go to... looks like it opened everything here already. Alright, let's go to GSX real quick. And we're going to start deboarding. Alright, there we go. Hopefully it's... Alright, so we're good. Request deboarding. There we go.
Requested.
Alright, and Cathay Pacific is fine. And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. And Flyer Robin, how are you doing, my friend? Right, we're getting the baggage now out of the aircraft, and we'll begin deboarding our passengers as well. I haven't downloaded any GSX customizations for this airport, so it will always bring us stairs here, so although we have this connected to the jetway. But yeah, there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Our flight today from Taiwan International to Hong Kong International. I hope that you have enjoyed watching this stream as much as I enjoyed streaming it for you. Definitely was a lot of fun flying this route during nighttime. Something for a change, without a doubt. Again, as a reminder, folks, I will be streaming. Of course, I'm going to follow the schedule, so I will be streaming on Wednesday and on Saturday. Plus, you know, videos of reviews, you know, performance settings videos, things like that are coming without a doubt. But mark your calendars and tell your friends that on the 25th and the 26th of February, on Kuwait's Independence and Liberation Days, I am going to be having a special stream for the occasion where I will be having a massive giveaway here on the channel. So do tell your friends and be sure to hit that bell notification button so that you are notified of that stream and the time of the stream. The times may be off, maybe a little different from what you're accustomed to. I hope you guys can make it. But that is it for tonight's show. I hope that you enjoyed it. And that is it for me. Thank you very much, guys, for being here. Fly Lilo, I look forward to working with you and Roberto again. And hopefully make it a success and help get those adaptive kits to more people who are in need. Ladies and gentlemen, the time has come for me now to call it a day and hit the sack. So until next time, please take care of yourselves and each other, and I will see you all very soon. Thanks for tuning in, and bye-bye for now.
Japan 3040 がタクシーが焼き色エコー2レフトランド。
Echo 2, right hand, go to Japan 3040.